Hello dear students, welcome you all to the online series of economics lectures. In last videos we have seen few numericals on elasticity of demand, in which we have seen the numericals based on price elasticity of demand. And in today's class we will see few more examples of price elasticity of demand as well as income and cross elasticity of demand. So let's start with the first question here. The question says, when the price is 20 per unit, demand for a commodity is 500 units. As the price fall to rupees 15 per unit, demand expands to 800 units. Calculate the elasticity of demand. So you see here, initial price is given, original price is 20, and with respect to this 20 rupees, the quantity demand is, that is your original quantity is 500. Okay, and the new price became 15 per unit, which we can say P1, and demand, new demand with respect to change in price, the new demand is 800 units. This is your Q1. So now we have to calculate the elasticity of demand. So we know the formula of price elasticity of demand. See, when they are talking about price, we need to calculate price elasticity of demand. When they are talking about income here, then we need to calculate the income elasticity of demand. And when they are talking about price and price of A good and change in price of B good, that time we need to calculate cross elasticity of demand. So read question very carefully what the question is saying. So here they are talking about price, and price, you read the question carefully, they are not mentioning anywhere price of A good or B good. Okay, so it is simple, the question for price elasticity of demand. So we know the formula of price elasticity of demand, which we have learned in previous lectures. The formula is delta Q or delta P into P over Q, where delta Q represents the change in quantity demanded and this delta P indicates the change in price demanded. So original quantity, that is Q, is given 500 units and new quantity Q1 is 800 units. So we can calculate the change in quantity, 800 minus 500, it will be your 300 units. Delta Q we got. Okay, and Q is given, original quantity was 500. And now the next one we will come here. So you can see here the original price is P and new price is P1. So change in price you can calculate. Okay, and it will be your initial minus your new prices minus original prices, it will be minus 5. Okay, always from new you will subtract the original. So 15 minus 20 will be your minus 5, and here 800 minus 500, it will be 300 units. Okay, so change in price is delta P is minus P and original price is P. Now put the values in this formula. So delta Q is 300, from here we got, over delta P is minus 5 we got from here, into original price was 20 and original quantity was 500. So you solve this equation and you will get minus 2.4. Okay, so elasticity of demand is how much? Minus 2.4. So what is the meaning of that? Demand is highly elastic as ED is greater than 1. Highly elastic, what is the meaning? If we do certain change in price, let's say we are doing 1 unit change in price, so change in quantity demanded is more than 1, is greater than the percentage with which we are changing the price. And negative sign of elasticity of demand indicates the inverse relationship between price and quantity demanded. It means when we are increasing the price, the quantity demanded is decreasing, or when we will decrease the price, quantity demand will increase. I think this question is clear. Now let's move to another question. It is about the income elasticity. Okay, here clearly he has mentioned what is the income elasticity of demand. What is the income elasticity of demand? Calculate the income elasticity of demand when the income of a consumer increase from 10,000 to 12,000, and demand for the rice increased from 30 kgs to 40 kgs. Okay, now here he has given clearly income elasticity, but maybe in some case he can say calculate the elasticity of demand when the income has increased. Okay, so that time you yourself can understand he is talking about the income elasticity. So formula we know, percentage change in demanded over percentage change in quantity, delta Q over delta Y. When we was learning the formula, we use in place of Y delta I we have used. It doesn't matter. You can write delta I also here, just for indications we were writing. So delta Q over delta Y into Y over Q. Now we need to calculate the change in quantity. So earlier 30 was the quantity and new quantity is 40. Okay, so the change in quantity will be 40 minus 30, so delta Q will be 10. And change in price also you can calculate here. Change in income also you can calculate. The new income is 12,000, earlier one was 10,000, so change in income will be 12,000 minus 10,000 will be 2,000. Okay, and initial income is 10,000 and initial demand was 30. So put all these values in the formula. So 40 minus 30 over 12,000 minus 10,000 into 10,000 over 30. You solve this thing and you will get 1.66. Now you got the elasticity, income elasticity of demand. Now how to interpret it? What is the meaning of this? When we was learning the income elasticity, let me go to that slide. When we was learning about the income elasticity, there we have learned something. Okay, when the income elasticity is negative means the commodity is inferior. When it is zero, neutral. Greater than 1, greater than 0 but less than 1, normal. Greater than unity, it means it is a luxurious product. So in this case, when we are solving this question, we can say that rice is a luxurious product. Okay, for this particular questions. So I hope this is clear for everyone. If you are still you have some confusion, you can ping me on your WhatsApp group or you can call me. I will solve your queries there. Now let's go to one more question. And two questions we will see about the cross elasticity. Okay, for substitution and complementary, both we will see. So question here, you see the quantity demanded or product A has increased by 12%. Now see in this question, the language you, first of all, you should understand the language of the question. He is clearly mentioning the demanded or product A he is mentioning, okay, is increased by 12% in response to a 15% increase in the price of product B. So I told you earlier also, when the question is saying that increase in the prices for A and change in quantity demanded for B, it means you should understand that there is a question of cross elasticity of demand. So calculate the cross elasticity of demand and tell whether the product pair is apple and oranges or car and gas. Now you see here apple and oranges, what kind of products it is? These are the substitute products. Okay, it means if you don't eat apple, you can be okay with the oranges. But car and gas both are complementary, means they both go hand by hand. And when we was discussing the cross elasticity of demand, let me go to that slide once again. When we was discussing the cross elasticity of demand, for substitutes the cross elasticity of demand will be positive. It means for apple and oranges, if the answer will come in positive sense, and for complementary for car and gas, that elasticity, cross elasticity should be negative. Now let's go to the question once again. So here your work is easy because already he has given the change, percentage change in the prices as well as percentage change in the quantity demand. So formula we know, cross elasticity of demand is the percentage change in the quantity demanded of A over the change in the prices of B. Simply you put the values here, 12 by 15, it will be 0.67. This value is positive. You see here, this is positive. So just now I was showing you when the cross elasticity of demand is coming positive. What is the meaning of that? It's mean that these products are substitute. It means the pair is apple and oranges goes fit with this question. Suppose this answer is coming negative here. This in front of this negative sign is coming. It means they are complementary products. So car and gas should be the answer. So in this case, since the cross elasticity of demand is positive, product A and B are substitute goods. Okay, they are apple and oranges. Apple and oranges are substitute because one apple can satisfy the similar need. The oranges are satisfying, but car and gas are complementary because they go hand in hand. Second question also related to the cross elasticity of demand. Let's see the question. The government of Selgina is serious about drugs. Possession of drugs is illegal and is severely penalized. However, a black market exists which the government has failed to dismantle despite serious attempts. Khushi Nitcho Chamling, the health minister, is worried about the situation. In early 2019, a consultant working with health ministry suggested that the government should increase the price of a pack of cigarettes from 200 Selizna dollars to 600. A survey conducted in December 2019 suggested that over the year, the quantity demanded of marijuana decreased from 2000 kgs per day to 800 kgs. Calculate the cross elasticity of demand and tell why the policy has proved solid. Okay, so this is the question. Question says that there was a problem of drugs in a country, and their health minister, they have decided to increase the price of the cigarette from 200 to 600. And in a survey they came to know that the quantity earlier was 200, and when the price were increased, the quantity came down to the 800. So in this question, what is P1? P1 is 200, or original price is 200, P1 is 600. Original quantity was 2000 and new quantity is 800. Now let's go and see the question. Percentage increase in the price of the cigarette, we can calculate 600 minus 200 divided by 600 plus 200 by 2. Average we are taking here, and you can get the 100% increase in the price of the cigarette. And percentage increase in the quantity demanded also you can calculate similarly, and it is coming minus value here. So cross elasticity, we know that the change in the quantity demanded over the change in the prices. So quantity demanded change, quantity got decreased. From seeing the question also we can identify, earlier it was 2000 kgs, now new is 800. So minus value is coming divided by 100. So this value will coming minus 0.86. This minus sign, what it is indicating, just now we have seen in the previous question also, when the cross elasticity is coming negative, means it is complementary products. So what do you think, is it a right decision or a wrong decision? It is totally right decision. And with this question, we are finishing the numericals on elasticity of demand. In case you have any queries, you can catch me on your WhatsApp group. I will solve your queries there. Thank you so much for watching today's lecture. Thanks.